What happens when we declutter with more than one person at once? This is a fairly common situation, but it is also a very tricky one. If I'm working with one person, I can completely focus on their way of doing things, on their particular hang-ups, on their particular things they own. If there's more than one person in the household, then not only will belonging of certain items be disputable, some things may belong to only one person or will only be important to one person. Some things may be important to their partner and they are not quite sure how important things are. And a lot of things may be important or useful to both of them, to varying degrees in some cases. On top of that, both people, in the case of a couple, will have very different ways of dealing with their possessions. Some will have a very emotional relationship to things. Others may be more realistic about what they need. Some people have collected a lot of stuff in the past. Some may not have all that much. Their approach to owning things and to their relationship with their things will be very different. And here's an example. I've recently worked with a team of a mother and daughter. The way they behaved during the sessions was very different. The daughter was very hands-on, physically active. She was very pro letting go, whereas the mother had a much more sentimental attachment to the things that she's been collecting over the last 75 years in some cases. And obviously those things meant a lot to her. So the approach with both those women was very different on my behalf. I knew that the daughter would be open to reasoning. She would see opportunities. She would be more likely to let go of things that she wasn't completely sure of. The mother, on the other hand, was much more settled in the way things were used, which means where the daughter would be happy to use the same bowl for different things, the mother had one particular bowl for olives and another one for sweets, even though technically the bowls would be interchangeable. She was so used to using one particular thing to do one particular thing. It was tricky, but we managed to find a middle way. In some ways, the daughter became a little more relaxed with the sheer amount of things that her mother kept. In other ways, the mother could be convinced to let go of certain items that were clearly doubles, triples, quadruples of the same thing over and over again. Ultimately, I was working towards consensus, and I tried to make sure that neither of the two had to let go of what felt like more than the other. I did work with the daughter separately on occasion. I did work with the mother separately on occasion, but in general it was a combined effort. Either of them was brought in and out of the process when it was necessary and useful. Ultimately, we play by ear. If there are more than one person in the process, it's important to make sure that both feel that they're being heard, but at the same time, it's useful to use progress that one person has made to make the other one realize that there is something to be gained by letting go. I'll leave that thought with you. Maybe you can apply it to yourself and your partner or to yourself and your family. Stay clutter aware and come back for more. If you want more, there are options. Click the round logo to subscribe to this channel or select the playlist in the middle to see more content or check out the links in the description below. Oh, and feel free to like this video.